Welcome back, pioneers! One of the most common questions I get from my students is, Teacher, how can I improve my speaking? Well, in today's video, we're going to look at 3 key tips on how to improve your speaking in English. Let's go! If you're new to this channel, I have another video that focuses on speaking pronunciation, and you can click the card above to check it out. But this video right here is going to be helping you with your speaking fluency and your ability to speak in English. Let's begin with tip number 1. Make speaking fun. In America, many people like to quote their favorite movies, books, and even lyrics to songs. My recommendation is try to do that too. If you watch more movies and dramas and TV shows and listen to music, you'll be exposed to many different ways that your vocabulary words are being used in. My one caution, though, is try not to watch anything that's too advanced or uncommon to you. Medical dramas may not be very helpful, but they could be very interesting. The words could be very difficult, and the terminology will not be something you want to use in your day-to-day life.
Number 1 on the list from the American Academy of Allergy, Asthma, and Immunology is don't perform IgG testing or indiscriminate IgE testing. So IgE tests for food allergy aren't screening tests either. And the reason it's number 1 is because IgG, which is what these food sensitivity tests measure, is not a test of sensitivity or allergy or intolerance. It's a memory antibody. We talked about that. Exposure, right.
Same thing goes with music. Rap music may be too difficult to understand, and many musicians try to make words rhythmically sound correct, even if they don't make sense. Let your ex-man stay in the storm. So, stick to things that make sense and try to enjoy watching and exposing yourself to more types of English. For me, I do this with Korean, and I believe it has been helping me with my pronunciation, speaking ability, and just generally making longer sentences and impressing many Koreans. My favorite K-pop group is Big Bang, and while we don't really talk about Big Bang that much these days anymore, but it helped me with making expressions such as 날 좀 살려줘요, which means please save me. 너 없인 잠들 수가 없어, which is I can't fall asleep without you. 너 하나만을 믿고 이렇게 기다리는 내가, which is I'm waiting for you, only believing or trusting in you. These expressions were very helpful when chatting with my girlfriend because she thought it was very cute that I was able to use such expressions. The same thing goes with Korean dramas. I recently watched Secret Garden again, and I love saying this line to everyone. 이게 최선입니까? 확실해요? It means, is this your best? Are you sure? Additionally, Big Bang did a parody of the show when Juwon was trying to forget about Gil Raim. And so he sang a little Korean tongue twister.
김, 수한무, 거북이와 두루미, 삼천갑자 동방사, 워리워리 사리사리 쓴다. 김, 수한무, 거북이와 두루미, 삼천갑자 동방사, 사리사리 쓴다. 김.
김, 수한무, 거북이와 두루미. Sorry. This actually brings me to tip number 2. Speed reading. Now, I know what you're thinking. Why should we be speaking fast when we're trying to focus on speaking better? Well, the best English speakers are also the best English readers. Reading in English will help you improve your speaking if you can see the sentence structures and how the words are being used, as well as the figurative language or characters, stories, ideas are being conveyed by the writer. If you're able to speak and enunciate, pronounce, and use these words regularly, you too will become better at speaking in English. Most people who read in a second language, myself included, tend to read word by word. But this is not the right way to be learning a language. You should be trying to read sentence by sentence, because that's how expressions and ideas are fully conveyed in a language. Let's look at my favorite tongue twister, Betty Botter. If we read Betty Botter word by word, the tongue twister sounds like a tongue twister. Betty Botter bought some butter. But if we read this sentence to sentence, we can see the story and the dilemma that Betty is having. By training our eyes to look beyond word by word and look to the next word or sentence, our mind is able to be reading faster and digest the new sentences and words much faster. The faster you speak, the more aware you become of those words and the lexical aspects they may have. Let's take a look at another passage and practice with a cold read. How do we open our books? Malfoy repeated. He took out his copy of the Monster Book of Monsters, but he had bound shut with a length of rope. Other people took theirs out too. Some, like Harry, had belted their books shut. Others had crammed them inside their type bags or clamped together with bull clips. Hasn't anyone been able to open her books? Said Hagrid, looking crestfallen. The class all shook their heads. Don't be discouraged from making mistakes like I did. Keep practicing different materials and different readings to help you train your mind and your eyes to become better at speaking in English. Tip number 3 is no pain, no gain. Studying English is just like exercising your body. When you go exercising, you want to make sure that you're focusing on your whole body experience, not just your arms, your legs, your chest, your back, your butt, or just one part. English is like that too. When you study English, you need to be studying the grammar, the listening, speaking, writing, and vocabulary. Many researchers have said that if a student studies English 30 minutes a day, whether that's reading a book, a comic, watching a drama, some exposure for just 30 minutes, your English will dramatically improve. For me, I like to spend my time studying Korean with online language apps. Now, I'm not affiliated with any of these apps that I'm about to show you and have the link below for you to check out. They are free apps and don't require you to pay money to use them. But for me, I use them to communicate with people in Korea to help me with my speaking and understanding of the Korean language. To do this, I sometimes voice call and have conversations with a Korean person where we exchange both English and Korean. Some apps allow you to have audio calls as well as leaving voice memos for them to hear repeatedly. Other apps also allow you to share your audio recordings with the community so then they can give you feedback on your pronunciation, topic, or if you leave a question, they can give you their responses. There are many methods to improve your speaking and to practice speaking for 30 minutes. Even if you are new to English or know someone who is new to English, just like exercise, you cannot just immediately start with the heaviest weights. You can build up your time from 3 minutes a day to 5 to 10 to 15. And then when you get to 30, that's when you can start practicing different styles, reading different materials, watching different content, and enjoy the experience with learning a language. Well, there you have it, everyone. I've given you 3 tips on how to help you improve your speaking in English. Now, you may have questions about other tips or other strategies, but unfortunately this video is coming to an end, and you'll have to save those questions for another time.
A good question for another time.
If you enjoyed this video, I'd really appreciate some feedback and your thoughts about the content as well as the video quality. If you enjoyed this video, I'd really appreciate your support. Click the thumbs up button and subscribe to keep up to date with all future videos by Reading Pioneers. If you want to click more things, we have the notification bell, the share button, and the comment button to give feedback on the quality of the video, as well as maybe some of your advice with learning English as a second language. Until the next video, you may want to check out some of these other videos that I'm sure you'll enjoy from our growing library. Unfortunately though, that is it for today. So until next time, I hope you all have an amazing day. Bye-bye.